Hello, I'm Adam from No Rolls Barred, a YouTube channel designed to get you into board gaming, the greatest hobby in the world. Now, chances are, if you're watching this video, then you're well fit with a great personality, but also you're likely to be a subscriber to NRB. However, if you're not, No Rolls Barred is a one-stop shop for anyone interested in getting into the board gaming hobby, packed with top 10 lists, video essays about board game masterpieces, fun twists on the classics, and a wonderful family of players testing out awesome tabletop games. And I'm here today to announce, with no small amount of trepidation and excitement, that we have just launched No Rolls Barred's very first Kickstarter. Hooray! What are we kickstarting? A limited series of in-person Blood on the Clocktower games. Now, if you don't know about Blood on the Clocktower, it is quite possibly the greatest social deduction game ever made. Designed by Stephen Medway and published by the Pandemonium Institute. Now, if you've never encountered it before, it's a highly social game of bluffing, accusations, and people being bumped off in the night by one of the players, a secret demon. At NRB, we fell in love with Clocktower a long time ago. We've been producing videos of us playing it digitally over a unique combination of Discord and Zoom for some time. Now, those videos are a lot of fun. Check them out. But back in May, to celebrate the physical launch of this beautiful game, we released an in-person Clocktower session. We went kind of crazy with it. Full production values, proper set, full crew. It was our goal to make the greatest playthrough of one of the best board games ever made, and I think we did okay. But we want to make more, and that's why we need Kickstarter. See, at No Rolls Barred, we have a Patreon, which is actually the channel's primary source of income, not YouTube. Not YouTube. The Patreon supports us making a lot of content that we make, including paying all the performers, paying Terry, gathering props, buying games, etc. However, the in-person games of Blood on the Clocktower, they do cost significantly more than nearly everything else that we shoot. Here's just a few of the expenses. Paying all of the cast a full and fair day rate. Hiring a production crew, including set designer, props master, lighting technician, a director, set dressers, runners, paying them union rates, hiring furniture, camera equipment, vehicles to cart everything around, hiring the venue, the post-production cost including editors like Terry, drives to store the mountains of footage, man hours to proof all the videos, and that's not taking into account all the extra costs like insurance, accommodation, travel for the players. It all adds up to the point where it isn't really viable to create a series of these videos and just hope that one day the Patreon will eventually cover those costs. We'll need the money up front. That's where you come in. So the big question is, how much do we need to raise? Our minimum funding requirement for the campaign is $75,000 or £62,000. For that, we'll be making 2 videos of in-person Blood on the Clocktower. But if we surpass certain stretch goals, we will make more episodes. The complete goals that we have are: if we hit $75,000, we'll make 2 episodes. If we hit $105,000, we'll make 4 episodes. If we hit $130,000, we'll make 6 episodes. Now, we haven't factored beyond 6 because honestly, $130,000, that is a lot of money to raise. We know that, but we wanted to give you guys basically the option here. The campaign will run throughout all of July, terminating on July 30th. Now, if the demand is there, we'll make the videos. If there isn't, then we won't. That's absolutely fine. But we didn't want to get unrealistic and set too high of a goal. We risk not making any videos at all that way. So we're going to start with 2 and hopefully go from there. Hopefully go all the way up to the full 6. See how the campaign does. The full 6, when released monthly, will be half a year of wonderful in-person Blood on the Clocktower. Another big question, what will you get for backing? Excellent question. The answer, a whole host of extras that you wouldn't be able to get anywhere else. We've made it so there's basically one main tier with the lion's share of all the bonuses. It costs $40 and we basically want everyone to just pick that one and have put most of the bonuses there so that most people get them. But if you do have a whole wad of money to throw around, there are a few silly expensive tiers to give a little extra to those who are able to really help us out. If you back at the everything tier, you'll get early access to all of the episodes we end up making, a Kickstarter exclusive digital game with 15 people, which is a very silly number of people that we wouldn't normally do on the YouTube channel. It promises to be a glorious mess. A Kickstarter exclusive piece of digital artwork drawn by our very own super talented Brooke Bourgeois. A digital pack of Blood on the Clocktower scripts, each one designed by one of the cast. I'll design a script, Sully will design a script, and we'll tell you why we made all the choices that we make. A musical remix by James Pepper, the Blood on the Clocktower editor-in-chief. He loves making those.
One of these games is mine. Bloody one of these.
Backers at higher tiers will have a chance to do silly things like game with us, receive personalized shout-outs, and a chance to design actual elements that we use in the show. Honestly, they're very silly benefits, but if you do help us out, then we'll try to make it worth your while. When will the episodes come out? Our current plan is to shoot the episodes in September to start coming out monthly in October. Spooky. The reason for this is that the series will be production designed by the wonderful Rosie Nichols, who will only be available to properly start working on coordinating everything once she's back from the Edinburgh Fringe Festival that runs throughout all of August. She's performing in a sketch show called Grubby Little Mitts with our very own Sullivan Bo Brown. Check it out. And finally, the big question. If the campaign doesn't succeed, will you keep making Clocktower? We will, but there'll just be digital games going forward. I mean, honestly, we're not sure how long we'll keep doing digital games, because at some point you have to assume that we reach a time when we've gone as far as we can with just playing one game over and over again. But don't worry, this isn't a backers or no more Clocktower situation. Like, we understand how high the goal is that we have to hit. That's unfortunately just how much it costs to make these videos and to have this much fun. This campaign is so we can understand what kind of demand there is for the in-person games. Hopefully loads, but like I said, it's completely up to you. Support if you can, or don't. Up to you. So head on over to the Kickstarter page, check out what we've got planned, check out some of the rewards, and if you're able, we'd love you to back the series. We would love to make it. I genuinely think the pilot was the best thing we've ever done on the channel. One of the best things I've ever creatively been involved in. Anyway, we'll see you soon for more silly board game videos. And last thing, get on board.